Howdy everyone, Caveman here. Here to ring in the new year. It wouldn't be Caveman style if I wasn't a little bit late. Today's actually the 8th of January 2021. Hopefully everyone had a wonderful holiday. As all the people in the interwebs are doing, they are reflecting on 2020. Looking into 2021, and what a doozy that we had. It was a pivotal year, to say the least. For me personally, it was the best year I've ever had, both personally and professionally. And I think that it was a year that certainly would have woken a lot of people up if they were in some sort of a daze, but it was a year of separating the wheat from the chaff, so to speak. There were so many new opportunities despite what was happening, both for growth and understanding, and in the classical sense of economic and money making, that this was the year, if you found out, if you had it in you. If you could take the lemons and go make a 55-gallon drum of lemonade. For me, the year was marked with one of the last trips out of the country that anyone could take. Got to go to England and Scotland in March, right when COVID was really kicking off, unbeknownst to us when we left. Came back into the country on March 13th. I got to visit family at home 3 times in this one year, and I've gone multiple years in the past without being able to get back there. Got the sweet new ride. That was just a cherry on top. That was one of the trips, driving that back from Montana. The farm has done better than any other year, and the opportunities, partially as a result from COVID, certainly opened some doors and finally made it look like these last 7 years of hard work might finally be paying off, which is great. Personally, made a lot of spiritual milestones in terms of the depth of my understanding. COVID really put into high gear working and reading. On top of that, I finally got the truck that I've always wanted. The old school, got a 1984 Chevy long bed. It's still at the shop right now. That's why you haven't seen it. I have wanted that for over a decade. I always told myself when I get it, that will be a milestone. And even most importantly, last year in 2020, had found the land that I am in process of purchasing. So it's been a phenomenal year. I highly recommend you look back on the last year and try to find the nuggets that were presented above and beyond what I got to experience. This past year marked such a transition in the world stage, for lack of a better term. The events that are transpiring are not a coincidence by any means, that they are happening to the degree and scale, meaning worldwide, and at the speed of which seem near instantaneous. The pandemic seemed to lock down the world almost overnight. And the fact that it is occurring on such a large scale, the biggest that we know of worldwide, sets a precedent for what is coming and what is happening. So we will not be going back to life as we knew it before, and that's okay. So long as those of you out there can see it for what it really is. It's not just a bunch of people, quote unquote, getting sick. It is the next card being played on the world stage in the transition of mankind or humanity. So that is giving us that are aware such an opportunity to awaken to the reality and the truth of what's occurring. I know that sounds all kind of cryptic, so I'm not trying to hide anything from you. But either this last year is showing you what really is going on and at what speed and what velocity it is attempted to be laid out. And now you know exactly what you need to do in order to make your life and those around you as sovereign, independent, free, and full of love as possible. So that's what 2020 has been. The curtain has dropped. We get to see the actors by and large. And now you can look down under your seat and pull out the card that tells you what role you are to play. And if for no other reason, that is something to be hugely grateful for this previous year. Plus, we didn't even get to, we're going to wrap this up though, what the new year always brings, which is the resolutions: lose weight, eat better, blah, 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 things that you can't ever seem to become successful with, otherwise you wouldn't keep repeating them. So, two big takeaways. One is, with my new guy helping me out, we are going to be pushing out a bunch of new content. And at the core of that will be how to help people live a better life, live more like a caveman. And number two, if there's one takeaway, one resolution everyone should have, it is more self-love, because from self-love comes change from the inside out.